All right, segment two, credit strategies and consumer laws, just rebuilding the right way. All right. And there are many, many, many different accounts that you can use to build your report. But depending on what level you're at, okay, you should only be applying for certain accounts. Okay. So if you're just getting started, you shouldn't be applying for a Amex Platinum. Okay. You don't know how to use a credit card yet. All right. That's what we're going to go over in this segment here. So, why credit sweeps are dangerous and illegal? I'm going to keep harping on this credit sweep because every time I turn on TikTok, every time I turn on Instagram, Facebook now, I've seen a Facebook ad where they're literally promoting credit sweeps. I've never seen that in my life. So these credit sweeps, you have to be careful. You have to know what you're getting yourself into, because if you see an ad, okay, and let's say you got a 500 and you're trying to get a house in a couple months, and you see an ad that says, we'll clean your credit in 7 days. Yes, it's gonna that looks very intriguing, right? So you're gonna click that ad, maybe sign up, and you're gonna send the money over, and you have no idea that these people are literally committing fraud in your name. So just why credit sweeps are dangerous and usually illegal. All right, most are based on falsely claiming identity theft without evidence. All right, that's technically a federal crime, you guys. Okay, people think, oh no, it's just a sweep and blah blah blah. No, when you do a FTC report, okay, then you do the police report with it, right? So you're just stacking up these crimes in your name, right? It happens all day, every day. Okay, they can delete positive accounts too, which is going to tank your score and credit age. So usually when they do a credit sweep, they're doing the charge-offs, collections, but they're also doing your positive stuff too. Have to be really, really, really careful with that. With these credit sweeps, they often leave you flagged, all right, by credit agencies and eligible for future disputes. So there's always consequences when you're doing something illegal. All right, you don't just get to claim fraud when the stuff isn't fraud and then just think you can just go scot-free, right? That's not how it goes. All right, so FCRA protections, just knowing your rights. I like going over this, especially when we're talking about credit. You know, FCRA, that's a Fair Credit Reporting Act. You have the right to dispute any inaccurate, incomplete, and unverifiable information on your credit report. Okay, so there's laws in place to help you. So it's okay for you to get your report, find inaccuracies, and dispute. That's not illegal. All right. Okay, you're able to dispute negative things and inaccurate things on your credit report. All right. The credit reporting agency, you know, if they don't respond within 30 days, sometimes they'll ask for a little extension up to 45 days. But if they don't respond, you know, in that 30 days, that's potentially a violation. You know, so we kind of do a hybrid model when we dispute. We're finding inaccuracy, disputing, and we're trying to catch violations also, so we can sue on your behalf. Oh, the complaints. So, but yeah, the CFPB. Look, the CFPB is there to kind of make sure that, you know, the credit reporting agency, you know, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and all the secondary bureaus too, LexisNexis and all them, just making sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, right? I know, you know, man in charge, you know, POTUS, he kind of gutted the CFPB, but the basic things that they do, they can still do that, right? So you can still do your complaints on the CFPB and stuff, but my only thing is you don't want to be using a CFPB to do all your work, right? When you do a complaint on the CFPB, they actually ask you, they say, hey, have you tried to reach out to this company? Have you tried to dispute? Have you tried to do anything? And if you say no, the results aren't going to be as good. Okay. So, but if you have, you know, hey, this company did this, this, and this, Experian reporting this wrong, it violates this, this, and this, and then you upload all that, they just have more ammo to, you know, to fight on your behalf. You know, pretty much, you know, just trying to simplify it. You know, pretty much how to dispute the right way. The easiest way for consumers, for listeners, is just factual disputing, right? Factual disputing. And when you factually dispute, you're actually trying to catch violations too. It's kind of like a 2-in-1, right? So factual disputing is just when you actually get your credit report and find something inaccurate, right? Remember I talked about the names and stuff earlier. If you have a charge off or something and the date is wrong, or if it's reporting a balance, that's the type of stuff that you need, okay, before you dispute. That's 100 times better than trying to go on Credit Karma and just say, hey, these accounts are mine, right? That never really works, okay?